Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Raboso in the FOX10 Gulfstream Center. Nice to be back with you again doing a live stream. And we are here. We've been doing some improvements to the room here. So hopefully the stream maybe looks a little bit better. I've got some pretty lights behind me, got a nice screen behind me, and I'm sitting in a chair, which is a little bit more comfortable. So we are talking weather and traffic today heading into this Memorial Day weekend. It is a very, very busy weekend out there. And I'm going to take this one full to our live cameras across the area, and you can see them behind me. Take a look at this. This is what's going on right now, and all of our live cameras looking at Interstate 10, and you can see how busy this is. The Bayway packed. The Eastern Shore Toyota camera in the top right of your screen there showing eastbound, really packed. Navigator Credit Union camera, that's looking from Battleship Park all the way to the causeway there. And you can see how packed it is. It is definitely a busy, busy day. Our Dolphins camera showing that aerial view of Interstate 10 there. So again, a very busy day for us here as we have a lot of traffic going on. Thankfully, no major weather issues, which is good, but we are tracking things. I'm going to kind of take you through Traffic Tracker, zoom in on some of these cameras. So here we are right now in Daphne, and you can see how it looks. It's very, very busy out there. Eastbound is the busiest lane. Also, it's hot, 82 degrees, a dew point of 73 right now, so definitely feeling quite warm out there. Switching cameras, this is our Admiral camera. And you can see Eastern Shore Toyota Hyundai camera, how busy that eastbound lane is. And by the way, I have the Facebook stream pulled up so I can monitor the comments. And I'm actually also looking kind of on my side here. I've got the Algo traffic map, and I'm kind of looking at what's going on. And I'll tell you that it looks like the backup is pretty much from, what is that, Duval Street, all the way through to the Causeway exit eastbound. We're going to take a look at Traffic Tracker in a second, but just looking at it on the Algo traffic map, it is something to see, a big time sight to see. By the way, be sure to check in. You can ask your weather questions in the comments, and I am able to see those here, and I'll be able to bring you into the conversation there. Forecast for us over the next few hours here. Middle 80s. It's kind of hot out there, a little bit humid. Humidity has definitely gone up a little bit recently. Here's Traffic Tracker. And you know what? I'll take this one full for you. You can see how busy it is. Zooming into the Wallace Tunnel here, you will see that it's all red. And now notice getting into the Bankhead Tunnel is also just a little bit slower here. This is getting into the Bankhead downtown. So all that's slowing down. Even 90 getting towards the Causeway is slowing down coming from the Cochrane Africatown Bridge. So be careful as you're hitting the roads here, especially near downtown Mobile. It is very, very busy. It might be a day where if you're trying to get across and you really don't want to sit in traffic, I was talking with some about this. This may be an up and over kind of day where you actually head up on 65 and drop down. It's something that you can do, but I'll kind of reserve this for the emergency situations, of course. But it is something that we do occasionally do whenever the Bayway is really backed up like it is today. So zooming in now to 59. Of course, that's a busy road. 59, you've got typical traffic around the lights. Surprisingly, it isn't doing that bad. I am going to scooch over real quick to Baldwin Beach Express here. No, I went too far. And you can see that actually it doesn't look that bad right around the bridge. Of course, the toll bridge is now no longer toll. That has been opened. But a little bit of slowdown. Remember what's happening. We were reporting on this earlier. It's actually reduced to one lane at the Baldwin Beach Express toll. There's no toll there, but it's reduced to one lane. And that's just because they have some of the lanes blocked, and they're waiting to actually tear down the toll booth. Once they tear down the toll booth, it'll be a two-lane highway. Once again, we were reporting that on Fox 10. Let's head over to Pensacola Beach. It's not doing bad, Pensacola Beach right now, but just be careful. Of course, you can see just kind of generally slower traffic with that yellow that you see there. Heading over to Fort Walton Beach and Destin. Getting down into Destin is a little bit of a slower go at this time. Fort Walton Beach, just some general slower traffic right now. Here's some of our live cameras across the region. You can see temperatures in the middle 80s. The beach is packed down there, 84 degrees. A really nice day down at the beaches overall. Radar is quite quiet today. We don't see very much on there. But as you can see, if you look inland, and I'm looking at the wrong thing here, let me zoom in towards our inland communities. From Southwest Europe, Francisco watching. Well, hello, hello. Thank you for watching us from Southwest Europe. See, you can watch us anywhere here on Fox 10. As you can see, though, a couple showers developing inland. We kind of have a 20% chance of rain today. Very small rain chances. The overall pattern isn't favoring thunderstorms. However, a couple showers are developing, so something to keep in mind today. We'll take a look at Futurecast here. And it doesn't have much development, but as you can see, some places north of Highway 84, you can see a couple rumbles, possibly not very high for those rain chances, but it's there, so it might interrupt your evening, but then it'll go away. We have some clouds around overnight. All the main bad weather is actually staying to our north, which is a good thing. All this pushes off to the east, and then by the evening, on Saturday evening, and it's looking quite nice. Focus is Memorial Day weekend, though. Our forecast right around 90 degrees each and every day with Memorial Day, 90 degrees. Higher humidity is story, bit of a warmer afternoon each afternoon. If you're down at the beaches, we do bump that rip current risk to medium for Sunday and Monday. Temperatures will be in the middle 80s at the beaches. And this applies all the way across from Dauphin Island to Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, all the way to Navarre and Destin. I know Pensacola Beach has got a lot going on there this weekend, especially when we get to Monday, Sunday and Monday. Be careful with the surf. Make sure you're swimming near lifeguard stand. That's something you're going to want to do. Rain chances, though, staying relatively low. You notice that 40% on Tuesday, maybe even a 50%. Michael went with 50% this morning. We're kind of in between that right now, just kind of waiting and seeing. But we have a front that's coming our way, and that is going to introduce a little bit of a higher rain chance. And it's actually going to push some dry air in, but you wouldn't be able to tell with the 7-day temperature outlook. As you can see, Wednesday and Thursday, we're still at 90. Go from 92 to 90 degrees, but there will be some drier air moving in. So the morning lows will actually drop just a little bit. Look at Wednesday morning, 67 degrees. And that drier air, and James, to address it, drier air hitting 67 degrees on Wednesday morning. So that's that push of drier air. You have to wait all the way past our Memorial Day, past Tuesday where we have that rain chance, and then finally we get 67 for a morning, but it really does not last that long. So here's that 7-day outlook for you. After those Tuesday storms, Wednesday we go down to 67. We'll go to the 10-day real quick. Memorial Day only, that 20% chance of showers. I was able to drop the rain chance on Sunday, going with 89. Most of the forecast models don't really have anything there. So that's our stuff right now that we're dealing with. I do want to really quickly address a national thing. This just came out. Storm Prediction Center put this out. You see that red area? That is a moderate risk of severe weather for places like Oklahoma City, Tulsa, all the way up to Wichita, Kansas. If you're kind of a weather weenie that likes to watch coverage, heads up for tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of coverage out of Oklahoma and southern Kansas, like the Wichita markets, Oklahoma City markets, because there's going to be some pretty impactful weather. And I was looking at some of the updates from Storm Prediction Center, and like I was even just pulling up on my phone, and the wording is strong there. So it looks like they're going to have another significant severe weather event there. Believe it or not, for us, we do have a marginal risk because of these summertime thunderstorms that we're having. It might get some gusty winds and small hail, not too much out of it. But of course, the bigger idea is what's happening over Oklahoma right now. Switching gears again, let's go tropics. Remember, we're getting closer and closer to hurricane season. There are your hurricane names. If we base off of these forecasts, we might get through the entire name list. And all these forecasts, a lot of people talk about them. You know, it's like, oh, it's bad every year. In a way, it kind of has seemed like this in the previous years because last year was a big question mark. And then this year, well, last year was a big question mark because we had a couple factors. We had El Nino, but warm ocean temperatures. Now we have La Nina, which is typically the go signal in the Atlantic, and these warmer temperatures. That's why you see this outlook 17 to 25. Either way, though, we maintain our messaging. No matter what happens, just make sure you have your weather plan ready and in place. Ocean temperatures are warm, though. Look at this, 80s, lower 80s now offshore. Look at the Keys. We're already getting into the middle 80s. That's actually at the threshold to support tropical weather. And these numbers have been going up day by day. There's actually a ridge of high pressure over the Gulf right now, so we're expecting a little bit of a warm up in the Gulf. But nothing is happening right now, which is a good thing. In fact, the tropical weather outlook, and I might need to see if there's an update on this. I'm actually going to see if there's an update on this because it looks slightly different than what I last had. But one very small area in the middle of the Atlantic heading out, so it's the same here, heading out to Atlantic, small chance of subtropical development. We saw this weeks ago in the forecast models. 10%, no worries, heading out to sea. Just kind of a heads up, hey, hurricane season is starting. So once again, current conditions, not much going on, 88 degrees. It is a warm day out there. Tonight, it'll be very mild. Look at these middle 70s out there, 76 in Gulf Shores. Tomorrow, the forecast, lower 90s, even some mid 90s inland, 95 there in Chatham. Futurecast, once again, a couple evening showers, a couple clouds overnight. Saturday's looking calm and quiet, except for the small chance of a shower. So here's your day planner for tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies, warm temperatures, and humidity. Once again, the story. I'll leave you with the 7-day outlook here. Happy to get to do this again in the Facebook Lives and the YouTube streams. Thank you again for joining in. No way I will live in Oklahoma or Texas. They're getting too many tornadoes. Terry, you're right. This has been an incredible severe weather season. There's been so much to track over there. But I've got to get going because we were preparing for our 3 o'clock show, so I kind of had to do this update pretty quickly. Happy to do it, though, and we're excited to be able to use this room once again. So thank you for joining us once again in the streaming room. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. Quick reminder, you can always catch us on our streaming app, so the Roku, the Apple TV, with the FOX10 Gulfstream. Think of Gulfstream, the Gulfstream app, as like a Netflix app for FOX10. Really great tool that you can use. So once again, I'll leave you with the download screen if you want to take a look at it, FOX10 Gulfstream. Make sure you get the FOX10 Weather App as always, and we're going to keep you updated. Preparing for the 3 o'clock, we're going to be live downtown Mobile. So I got to get to downtown Mobile with all of this traffic. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much again for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.